Hey everybody, and welcome back to From Guiseley to Greatness with me, GW365. You joined us last time. We won our opening game of the season against Lincoln 2-0. Pretty solid performance. A couple of decent results since then we'll get to shortly. I'm just going to schedule here. So yeah, we drew 1-1 in the next game. I'll show you the highlights. This was a very disappointing goal to concede here. It was an even game, and pretty much you could argue they probably deserved it, but if I show you what happens, you'll know what I mean. Very disappointing, the goal. It's been FM'd, if you will. That's like the saying. But we scored a decent goal there. Turner proving his worth again, scoring another goal. He's scored in every game so far, I think, this season. You'll see. I'm not 100% on that now thinking about it. But Andrew, then this is what happens. The ball gets cleared along downfield. And you're thinking, oh, fair, oh no, oh, nice, oh, it's hit the post. Wood, just kick it. No, don't kick it. Just let William just have an open net to tap it into. So that was very disappointing. So as you can see, I was very dismayed by that. I'd only just brought him on as well, which was very disappointing. We were in a winning position. We should have held out and won that game because all you had to do was clear it away and it wouldn't have been a goal and we would have won 1-0. But never mind. Always not lost because after that, Torquay, one of the favourites, they were top of the league at the time. They'd scored 6 without anyone scoring past them. Then this happened. A few injuries for them, an injury for us, Margaret's, nothing serious. But look at that. 3 shots, that's all they had. Nyambi got it. Wood playing like the next game, starting the next game, which really probably didn't deserve to. And Gibbons with his 2 finishing. Slotted it home near post for his very first goal of the season. Good goal as well, to be fair. And then a corner came, Andrew took it, Compton swung it in, and McConnell stuck his left foot round the defender and found the back of the net. And then maybe a comeback on the cards when this happened. Nambi played it forward, it was cleared away by Mackenzie, a bit of a dangerous ball, and McConnell just squares it for Calcutt for the easiest finish of all time to make it 2-1. He then went off injured not long after that. But then, second half, and Guiseley showing their strength by bringing in Walton, and he contributed massively in the next 2 goals by actually scoring them. Turner got it here, very deep. Nyamba got it, and then Turner got it again, squared it to Denton, who played a decent pass into Compton, who in turn found Walton, who finished with great aplomb. Good finish. That's his first goal of the season. It's a decent spell. He had 57 minutes or so, quarter an hour, and then shortly after, just before the end of the game, Denton got it here, decent pass, poor pass, but it was poorly intercepted by White, and Walton with a very composed finish into the top right hand corner to make it 4-1, and that was against the league leaders at the time. They'd not conceded a goal. Our goal was a bit poor defensively, and then we've just recently played Braintree. They'd only won 1 game all season. They've only had 7 shots in this game. We've had, you kind of see a theme here. We are dominating games in terms of shots, but I'll go into the goals. I think I seem to remember this goal was, we were 3-0 up, and then they got a late equaliser, which I couldn't really have too many complaints about. You'll see what I mean. So Richardson threw it down the line. Rankin squared it to Dervidix, if that's his name. He found Alassani, and then Marks got it, and then eventually he got munched and crunched by Wood. Wood found Margits. He's been a decent player as Woods. He's not the best defensively, but attacking wise, setting up plays, setting up attacks, is very, very good. So you can see he just finds Love first time with a decent pass, and Love they complement each other brilliantly. That was a bit of a weird one. That Margits fell over, ended up being the best dummy of all time, and Turner scored again, 3rd goal of the season. Actually, he didn't score in that 1-1 draw. Oh no, he did. I can't remember now. He mustn't have scored in the last game. But Turner found it here. He found Gibbons. This is for the 2nd goal. Wood got it deep. Found Nyambi with a decent ball. It was headed away, but only as far as Love. Love, decent ball on Margits. Claiming an assist there. I think he got 2 assisted, Love. And Margits getting, I think it's his 2nd goal of the season. Might be his first. I didn't see that then. And then Simpson chipped it in, get cleared away as far as Wood. Wood again, instrumental in just starting the attack again. Played a little 1-2 with Wood, and then Love found Margits. Margits turned away, found Turner, and he scored to make it 3. Putting the game pretty much in doubt with half an hour to go or so. And then Richards took a throw. We found Randall. Nice little bit of play this, apart from the fact that we tackled and cleared it away. Not got it. It was not very good, but not a very good performance from him in this game. And then David Hicks got it again. Nice little pass to Alassani, who was the eventual goal scorer, running back towards his own goal. Didn't realise this highlight was quite as long. Dieter Hamann in goal. Or N. Hamann, could be his son or something. But Brundle got it here, found it Mensah. This is actually a good bit of play, this. He found it Rankin, got into a crossing position, and there was Alassani just peeling off McConnell. And couldn't have really any complaints about that goal. The other 2 goals that I've conceded this season, or we've conceded this season, I've got every right to gripe, I think. But that one there, that was just a good cross and a smart finish. So yeah, that was the last run of results. So we're doing alright at the minute. We currently find ourselves top of the league, ahead of Chester. Torquay is still in 3rd, despite that resounding loss to us. Gateshead are the favourites, so they're sniffing around in 5th. So yeah, we'll have to see what the next game brings, which is going to be Bristol Rovers, who find themselves at the minute 10th. They've won 2, lost 2. So if going into the next game, we're going to our match preview. Doesn't say who's the favourites. They lost 3-2 against Wrexham. That's who we drew with. But we're going to this game against Bristol Rovers. We're going to have to do a couple of changes, I think. Charlie Scott's played the vast majority. Jack Van's on his way back, and Andy Holdsworth is back, but he's going to struggle to get in the side at the minute, the way that these two are playing at the minute. I mean, Danny Andrews' overall rating after 5 games, 8.7, and I'm pretty sure that was the Blackburn Bradford game. Sneeze coming. Apologies. Yeah, the way they've been playing, and even to some extent, Tyler Denton has been playing pretty well as well. To say he struggles like physically, as in with the heading, he's been doing quite well, setting up some decent play. I mean, his average rating is only 6.8, but he does seem to be involved quite a lot in a lot of the goals. Luke Thomas, he was rested for 1 game where Compton played, and he'd had a decent game, got 8.7. Yeah, so came on in the last 10 minutes, didn't really get an average rating. So Charlie Scott is going to drop in at centre back in place of Simpson. They're probably on a par with each other in terms of ability at the moment. Charlie Scott has dropped down to 2 stars for some reason instead of being 2.5. But yeah, Charlie Scott is passing and that lets him down. His crossing's pretty good actually. Probably be alright at the right back role as in an emergency. But Kashim Walton's got a couple of goals. Reece Turner's got 4. So yeah, I think he has scored in every game. Margits has got 2, so that's not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. Danny Andrews actually had a couple of chances. Transfer. The only person injured really is Jack Van. That's what I was going to go into, but I've just signed this guy. No point going into transfers. On loan from York. Not the best technically, but I thought we were a bit light of cover on right. And these I asked my scout to go over my new scout, which is called Dale Binns. And I sent him out just to see if I could find someone who was decent, and they came up with this guy, a couple of others that commanded a fee. In terms of, I couldn't get him for nothing or on loan. They were already first team players like at Gateshead in Grimsby, so I couldn't sign them unfortunately. But this was the only other guy really that was really available, and it wasn't going to cost us anything. So I decided to take a punt on him. He's quite fairly quick. You know, it's not the strongest. His fitness is a little bit poo. But these attributes aren't bad. Anticipation and composure let him down somewhat. He's not the most flair player, but it's just the fact he's got decent acceleration and pace that kind of aids him here. His technical stats kind of let him down a bit, but crossing isn't bad. Dribbling could be a little bit better, but finishing is 7. It's a lot better than Gibbons. He's probably going to play second fiddle to Gibbons this season, for most of the season, unless there's like an injury or something. But yeah, basically, I've got Andy Nugent on the bench, who's pretty good. I mean, his average rating's not the best, but he's not even getting a game at the minute, purely because Danny Andrews is playing so well. I mean, when he's playing this well, he's actually gone up to 3.5 star. You know, he's got. Let's go to the attributes. He's actually got an average rating so far, and he's not even scored a goal or even got an assist. 8.1 average rating. That's just crazy for a left back. Best signing of the season so far, I think, looking at the performance. Saying that, Reece Turner's been doing alright as well. So let's get into the game. I think Marcus Wood and Archie Love is a good mix with Denton on the bench. Billy Simpson can play centre mid if need be as a last resort. But yeah, it's a decent start, decent team so far. I've got defence set pieces because that's what my scout said about Bristol Rovers. So we're going to go for it. We're at home again. I'm quietly confident that we're going to do well here. Supply advice to the team because it is Anthony Tonkin who's saying to put them on weak foot, which is fine by me. I find that if you tightly mark people, too many people, it just completely knacks the tactic. I want us to pick up where we left off because we've been playing really well. Let's just give them some encouragement. Get into the game. So Marcus and Turner get the game underway. So Scott now is tackled straight away. This is the one problem about this game. I mean, why does that keep happening? You know, it doesn't happen in real football. No way. You know, they just hoof it away. They won't try and control it and miscontrol it. Anyway, Franks gets it away only as far as Niambe, who finds Wood, finds Love inside. 1-2 with him. A lovely ball over the top from Wood, but it's just a little bit too far, and Isted comes and collects it ahead of Turner. Long kick downfield from Isted. Niambe with a good header. Gibbons now. Lovely ball down the line to Turner. Great ball. Crossed in deep towards Margits. He's headed over. Should have been a goal. Great bit of play though early in this game. Tammy Abraham. Tammy, isn't that girl's name? Abraham with the free kick, and he probably scores it, which shuts me up basically. Good second save as well from Lynch. Actually expected that to be a goal. Should have maybe done better with the initial shot. Parried it straight to an opponent. Danny Andrew with the throw. Finds Margits. Crosses deep over everyone. And it's... Oh, Gibbons should have scored, but that's where his finishing two comes into play. Bit of a mix-up there from the Bristol Rovers defence. Niambe with the throw. He finds Turner. Good tackle from Buxton, but Niambe is there to pick up the loose ball and finds Turner again, who crosses in. Cleared away on as far as Andrew. Andrew now. Finds a Love who strikes it way, way wide of the Bristol Rovers goal. Another chance now. Gibbons with the corner. Why is he taking it? Should be Danny Andrew, probably. Here comes Turner. He finds Gibbons. Crosses deep. McConnell loses that to Parks. It comes to Wood. Doesn't shoot. Finds Turner! Good pass there from Wood. Very unselfish play. Very good side. Well, two new signings combining very well. Wood picked it up. Played it through. It looked like he megsed Abraham through the legs. And they get us under the way as well. Again, is that Jermaine Easter? It is as well. Jermaine Easter used to play for Wickham, I believe. And did he play for Norwich at one point? I'm pretty sure he did. Good tackle though. It comes to Rodden and Easter now to hit back straight away, but Lynch is equal to this shot, which was, in fairness, pretty tame. Reece Turner's got a bit of a knock. I'm pretty sure he'll recover from that. McConnell now. Short ball to Wood. Now it's Love. Lovely pass to Margits. Plays it wide to Thomas, and this is probably Thomas's first contribution, and that contribution was to just lose the ball straight away. Paul clears it straight to Wood, who finds Gibbons. Gibbons now finds Turner. It looks like he might have been offside. He squares it to Margits. And a lovely block from Furlong, proving critical there. But McConnell is there from the corner. It's short to Gibbons, who chips it over for McConnell, who heads into pretty much an empty net, it seemed. Looks like he was unmarked there. Where is he? He's there, running at the back post. Good ball in. And no, he wasn't unmarked. He just beast moded it past Hippolyte Patrick. If that's even how you say his name. The right midfielder. Hippolyte Patrick or Hippolyte. Hippopotacrite. Yeah, Jermaine Easter. Niambe now with another chance for the throw. Gibbons' first time volleyed cross, and that's another goal, and it's Andrew who deserves that goal after the way he started this season. Fantastic header from him with his 6th heading, I believe. Nice to see him on the score sheet there. Lovely ball, first time on a volley from Gibbons. He's just saying to GW365, hey, bring in another right midfielder, will you? I'll show you. And, you know, I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased. Keep it up. Keep it up. Encouragement. Goddamn hay fever. Kicking my ass. I've got another sneeze coming, I can feel it. I apologise once again. As Bristol Rovers get underway. Isted. Long ball downfield. Nyambe. Proving to be a very shrewd acquisition. It's a free kick though. Lynch actually tips one over instead of palming it into the top of the net. It's a corner though. And it's Howells to take it from with his left foot. Swings it in. Tammy Abrahams heads it wide. Lynch plays a short goal kick to Andrew, could play it down the line. Margus is on the chase. Bit of a mix-up, but Furlong somehow comes away with it. Headed away. No, Abraham brings it down, despite the headed attempts of Wood. Easter now. Finds Rodan. Attempted to tackle by Gibbons. Attempted to tackle, should I say, from Gibbons. Abraham finds Easter, and Easter will... Oh, no, he hasn't scored. I thought he would score, but he's put it wide. Nice little turn of pace from him. I'm pretty sure he'd be in his 30s now. Can't be as quick as what he used to be. This would be a really good player in like League 1, League 2. Rodan now. Howells. Howells plays a lovely ball at the top, but McConnell with another poor header, and Easter should have scored. Good tackle though, and cleared away. McConnell just showing a little bit of weakness there. Hippolyte Patrick plays a lovely ball in, headed away by Scott. Now it's Love, who loses it to Rodan. Poor first touch there, but Wood then goes in, but then he loses out as well. Now Easter's in again, but he shoots wide. So Rovers just started to come into the game, but 3-0 up, you can't really complain. And that actually rhymes. Charlie Scott having a decent game, but he's looking a little bit jaded. So let's bring on Billy Simpson. And you know what? Let's bring on for Reece Turner, who's done his job again, scoring a goal. Kasheem Walton's going to come on. He's going to switch to the poacher role, and we're going to do a team talk. We're going to say, more to come from you. You've been doing quite well, actually. No pressure on you. Appreciates the relaxing words. But the two players that are probably the most unfit in this game coming off. Charlie Scott's just got a yellow card as well, which makes it even more like what's the word I'm looking for? It cements my decision, if you like, to take him off. Not that I knew that I was going to get yellow carded, but it does help that I've taken him off there. It aids my decision. It's a corner now. Howells swings it in with his left foot. It's cleared nowhere because Rodan wins the header and powers it into the top left-hand corner. So I think what we do, we just pause it a second. We are going to lower the tempo, and we're just going to lower the tempo and retain possession. Just try and keep hold of the ball. Bristol Rovers, see, that's what I mean. I've got defending set pieces, and yet they still score from a set piece. So that's quite disappointing. Neil Trotman is on. I've got a yellow card. Now it's Andrew, Starman at the minute. Well, apart from Gibbons, he's got a couple of assists. Margits now. He fires it home. It's 4-1, and Guiseley are home and dry. Home and dry. Great finish. Good ball in from Thomas here as well. Nice feeded pass straight to Margits' path. He held it up very well. And then, I'm not entirely sure what Isted was doing in the Bristol Rovers goal. As you can see, everyone barring Billy Simpson, who is a sub, and Kasheem Walton is also a sub, is playing pretty well. Archie Love could have had a better game, but I didn't actually bring on another sub, did I? Let's not bother. Let's just leave it. Sorry guys, I forgot. I actually thought I'd use all of them. Wood wins a header, but it's gone wide. And Wood's heading is only 3, so he's done well to reach that. His jumping's only 7 as well. Full time at Nethermore, and it's 4-1. And the fans are starting to come in. Another good win, cementing our place at the top of the league. Got to be very impressed with that. Pretty even game, but we were just far more clinical. Key players. I didn't even look at their key player, did I? Never mind. He was their key player, was a centre back. Looks pretty good actually to say he's only 21 years old. What's the report say? Doesn't say what his potential is, but he's got 4-star plus. But yeah, if I just go to Bristol Rovers, yeah, he's the key player. So, and Tammy Abraham is a hot prospect. And you know what? With pace 15 and acceleration 15 and finishing 13, he does actually look the part with his like cornrow dreads or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, he does look like he could be a good Sky Bet Championship striker in the future. But basically, all in all, that's a very good result. Now we just need to have a look and see when the next game is going to be. But we took our chances. Wesley's doing really well as well. Had a fine game. He's actually got a really good overall rating so far. I'm actually keeping an eye on him. 7.57 average rating. He's there for the season. 2 player of the matches. He's got 1 goal this season. And so far, North Ferriby even, they are, I believe, they're high up in the league. They are currently 5th. Only 2 points off the top. Undefeated with Wesley at the helm. At the back, not at the helm, at the back. So yeah, Gibbons played really well, got 2 assists, and he's doing his best to keep the new signing out of the team. He's not the quickest, but his teamwork is very good, and he does play quite well, to be fair. The only thing that lets him down is his finishing. He's got 2 finishing, and if it's a cross at far post, he's got 1 heading and 4 jumping reach, and only 5 strength. So he's not going to really pose much of a threat, although he has scored this season, but he's not going to be... he's not going to be... like a free scoring winger. One thing to note, I've actually gone now. I think after this game here, 30 games scoring a goal competitive. I got the achievement down in this corner, and that was very pleasing. 30 goals scored a goal scored in 30 games, competitive games. These obviously don't count, but very pleasing indeed. And was doing alright. So far this season we've scored 3, 6, 10, 14 goals in 5 games, which is very good. Let's just have a look at the top of the table. Chester are up there. Torquay we destroyed 4-1 are there. They've only lost 1 game, and that was against us. Chester yet to lose as well. There's 4, 5, 6 teams. 6 teams that haven't lost a game yet. Macclesfield, Altrincham, they've both drawn a lot though, and Kidderminster, as well as obviously Gateshead, us and Chester. So our next game, we're probably going to live com, which I think I mentioned before. Let's just have a look at the league again, sorry about this. Just want to see where Cheltenham are, and Cheltenham are down the bottom 3. Bottom 4, but 3, 3rd bottom. And now I'm just deciding whether to actually do that or not. Because they have started off really, really poor. They could come back. I know it's only 5 games in, but otherwise you're looking at the next game probably being Chester. So I probably do Macclesfield. Let's just have a look. Where are Macclesfield predicted? Oh, they're predicted below us. Maybe not. Let's go to competition again. Kidderminster. I'm just having a look at the teams and who we've got coming up. In fact, I could just click on them like this, can't I? Got Barrow, who are at 16th. Cheltenham, who are 22nd. 10th. Whitehawk. Forest Green. Altrincham. Technically, at this early stage, some pretty easy games. I will go for Cheltenham because it is, and it's still early days. That'll be the next game that we play. That'll be live commentary. Provide a live commentary on. Hopefully you'll join us for that. And it's going quite well, as you can probably agree. Unbeaten in 5, scoring plenty of goals, only conceding 4, scoring 14. And 2 of those goals you could argue were a pain in the dick and they shouldn't have even happened. You saw the goal against Bristol Rovers, that was fair enough, set piece. But yeah, hopefully I'll join us for the next one, and until then, I'll see you then. Bye bye.